All right, guys, I want you to take out the booklet, page number 5. Right, no. It's 5 for me. Page number 1. And also, can you please confirm if you can see the screen? Thank you. All right. Now, continuing with the previous class. In the previous class, I've actually described you how to go about with the direct equity function. Okay, and I've shown you a specimen of a formal letter as well. And I've shown you how actually do you write a formal letter. Okay, today again I'm going to actually we are going to practice one formal letter, but the format would be the same. I'm showing you a question in front of you. You have it in your booklet as well on page number 1. This is the question we are going to practice today, and then we are going to see the marking scheme of it, and then we are going to see an actual specimen, how I am writing a formal letter. You need to see, you need to look at it, you need to learn, and then you are going to write a formal letter by yourself. Okay, this practice. And then later on, practice number 2, 3, 4, I am going to allow you to do it by yourself. लेकिन अभी अब तुम लोग को थोड़ा सा गाइडेंस की जरूरत है. So we are starting with practice 1. Okay, now if you continue um, remembering the things that I've taught you in the previous class, the very first thing we do is please, if you have not, if you haven't noted it down in the previous class, note it right now. Okay, there has to be a procedure, chronological a chronological order, okay, that you need to follow one by one. Number one, okay, let me ask Rutaba. Rutaba, what is the first thing you do when the question is in front of you?
Sir, can you repeat?
Okay, when you have the question in front of you, okay, in front of your eyes, what are you going to do the very first thing?
I'm going to first of all read the text and read the question.
Okay, first, number one, you are going to read the text. All right. Please note
Yes.
it down. You must have a copy in front of you. Note it down. Number one. Okay, rule number one. Agenda mein likhwa raha hu. Please write it down as it is because this will really help you in examination. Noor Fatma, are you writing, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rule number one. You are going to read. Okay, just shortly read both the texts. And right in front of it, right, you have 5 minutes to do it. Now we are going to learn how to divide our time. As I've already mentioned it earlier, I'm mentioning it again. You have 1 hour approximate, okay? Because you can give less than 1 hour or more than 1 hour. It depends upon you. Because total 2 hours for time you have 2 questions. So for 2 hours, 2 questions, 1 hour for each, right? It's general. So you are going to be spending 5 minutes on that. Okay. Now, rule number 2. Read the question thoroughly. I did not use the word thoroughly for the first rule because you need to go about the texts very quickly. 5 minutes where you need to read the texts quickly. Just get an idea what the texts are about. Okay, because you're going to come back to it later on. Again, for the question, you need to use it thoroughly, or you need to read it thoroughly. Understand it, analyze it. Now, time
Sir?
for that is, yes, please.
Sir, what is the rule number 1?
Rule number 1 is read both the texts. Time is 5 minutes. Rule number two, read the question thoroughly. Read the question thoroughly. Time limit 5 minutes again. So you're going to be asking me for 5 minutes for question and 5 minutes for text reading. So reading the text is very quick. 5 minutes we need to read it very quick, get an idea. Whereas for question, you need to read the question, analyze it, underline the keywords. If you don't remember, please refer to my previous class जिसमें मैंने आपको बहुत thoroughly बताया था कि how to read the question, how to underline the words, how to analyze it. If you still don't remember it, I'm recording the classes. I'm going to be sharing with you the links. You can always go back to the classes and listen to it and uh, go through it. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, rule number three. Now, you need to read the texts thoroughly. Rule number three is read the text, both the texts thoroughly. And evaluate it. Oh, sorry, them. And evaluate them. If you remember, in my previous classes, I taught you how to evaluate. I'm telling you again so that you can remember it again. Evaluation means reading the text, reading the question, find out what the question is about, like advantages or disadvantages, problems and solutions. It can be anything. And then evaluation क्या होता है? You need to read the texts carefully, both the texts, and underline all the advantages and disadvantages, whatever you have found in the question. जो question में लिखा, अगर question में नहीं भी लिखा हुआ है, so you need to read the text and find it out. What is the text about? Advantages and disadvantages, problems and solutions, causes and effects. It can be anything. Normally the question mentioned, but अगर question में नहीं भी लिखा है, तो you need to read the text and learn how to evaluate. So after reading the question, you evaluated that these texts are about advantages and disadvantages. Evaluation is reading the texts, finding the advantages, finding the disadvantages. Evaluation done. So rule number three: read the texts thoroughly and underline both the evaluation. अब मैं इसलिए advantages disadvantages नहीं बोल रहा, but because it's not necessarily advantages and disadvantages. Okay, it can be anything. There can be any two things to evaluate. I repeat again, advantages and disadvantages भी हो सकते हैं. There can be problems and solutions. There can be advantages of one and advantages of the second. There can be disadvantages of the one and disadvantages of the second. There must be two evaluations. Okay, और दोनों कोई भी हो सकता है. So remember this. Have you written all the rules? 3 rules? Great. Follow these rules, okay, before writing anything. Okay, rule number 3 का time limit is, please write down 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay, so altogether you have spent 25 minutes on reading, and rest of the 35 minutes you're going to be spending on writing it. Once you've planned it very nicely, it will take around 20 to 25 minutes to write and 10 minutes to go through it again, checking and all, right? So aram se ek ghante mein you can clear out everything. Yes, Rutaba, you have a question, please?
Sir, actually, it is me that I always first read the question, then again I read the text thoroughly, and it also take me around 20 to 25 minutes.
No issues with it. See, so that takes around 20 to 25 minutes, right?
Yes.
So is there any query or you wanted to just share what we do?
No, I just wanted to ask if I can do in that way also.
You can see it depends upon you. Okay, unless if you are reading it thoroughly, and understanding what the question is about, your technique is
All right.
also good. Okay?
Okay.
But I'm
Okay.
teaching the technique that actually works well for all these students in general.
Okay.
Okay? So
Mm,
5 minutes for reading the text carefully, or sorry, quickly, 5 minutes
mm,
for reading the question and analyze it properly, and
mm.
15 minutes for reading the texts thoroughly and underlining all the both the evaluations.
All right.
अभी तक कोई question हो please? Nurul Fatma, do you understand it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Great, very nice. All right. Now, why am I spending 25 minutes on reading? Because if you go through the syllabus of Cambridge examination 1123, they mention it in their assessment objectives that allow ask students to spend approximate 40% of their time to reading and 60% of their time to writing. Okay, as I've already mentioned you previously as well, that we are trained teachers by Cambridge examination quoted examiners. All right, हम लोग trained teachers होते हैं, examiners हमें train करते हैं, ठीक है? So we are certified teachers. You can also ask for the certifications. Teachers से मांगा करो if you are studying from a teacher who is not certified, then मत करो. So now what I was telling you is, okay, the thing that examiner was teaching us that I'll ask students to spend 40% of their time to reading. That's why we are spending 25 minutes on reading. Okay? Now, move on. What do you need to do first, Rutaba?
First, read the text.
Read both the texts quickly. Okay? So
Okay.
start reading. The texts are in front of you. 5 minutes, start reading. I'm having a stopwatch, okay? I'm only going to give you 5 minutes. Don't read the question now. All right, guys, your time ends there. All right. Asha, yes, Rutaba, you want to say something with that?
No, sir. I just want to tell that I'm done.
Okay. Okay. First thing first, I wanted to take both of yours consent. Um, because देखो आप तक कोई picture नहीं आ रहा है उसमें आपको कोई number नहीं आ रहा but still I wanted to take a consent. Are you fine if I'm going to post this lecture to like give this lecture to the other students or post it somewhere? Because I'm recording it.
सर समझ नहीं है क्या मतलब.
Okay, देखो ये lecture मैं record कर रहा हूँ ना. I'm going to be sharing it with other students as well, and maybe I'm going to be posting it somewhere as well. So are you
All right.
giving me the consent? Because your picture is not there, your number is not there, just the voice.
Yes, sir. You
You fine?
can.
Okay, thank you. No, Fatma?
Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, thank you. Because consent is better, right? Okay, great. You're done with the reading. Now, what you need to do, tell me a general idea, Rutaba. What are both of the texts about?
Text A is about dogs and text B is about cats, like that, them being at houses. What are the advantages and disadvantages?
Perfect. All right. Nurul Fatma, what do you think?
These both texts about the pets.
Both texts are about pets. Very nice. Good. So you see, by reading it very quickly, you get an idea what exactly you are going to do. This idea has to be in your mind before reading the question. अगर आप direct question पढ़ते हो ना, so it doesn't give you that interest. It doesn't create that interest. All right. So once you are done with reading the texts, you get an idea actually what is it about. So these texts are about the advantages and disadvantages of keeping pets. These are about pets. This is about a dog and a cat. Okay, an experience with a dog and an experience with a cat, right? So different. The first person is talking about Max is talking about Max here. Max is the name of the dog, right? Something. So the first person is talking about experience with a dog, and the second person is talking about different experiences with cat, right? So you got an idea. Now you need to go to the question on the next page and read the question thoroughly. We are going to do it together right now, okay? But next time I'm going to be giving you 5 minutes to read it thoroughly by yourself. Or be up subsequent. While reading the question, on the very first two lines, you need to underline the keywords. And this is very important. Remember, in the last class, we were talking about libraries and sports centers, right? And we have underlined rented, we have underlined adjacent, we have underlined premises. I hope you've remembered everything. So now, here again, what we are going to do, we are going to be underlining the keywords so that we would remember what to use in our introduction paragraph. Okay. In our introduction paragraph, we must take the keywords from these two lines. I'm highlighting it on the screen. These two lines will help you to write an introduction paragraph. You're not going to write it as it is. You're going to be changing it. So keywords are going to help you. Once you underline the keywords, this will help you to write it in your own words. So many people in your community, see, community is the keyword here. Please underline it on your booklet as well. Many people in your community, so they're talking about a community. They're not talking about a group of people only, a group of friends only. They're talking about a community, a huge community. Okay, have started keeping pets at home. Started keeping pets. Okay, they have started it. They are not going to start. They are not thinking of starting. They have started it already. So this will really help you. देखो अगर आपका tense होता है ना, you need to work on tenses. So you need to work on tenses according to the question. So the question will state that they've already done it, they are going to do it, or they are thinking about it, they are doing it, they uh, they had done it in somewhere in the past, right? So you need to figure it out. So we have figured it out there, we've already started. Now your teacher has asked you to write a letter to the local animal welfare organization. This is very important. All right. Please remember that you're writing it to the local animal welfare organization. Keep that in mind. You're not going to mention it in your letter, of course. You mentioned to करने की बात नहीं, okay sir, I am writing because you are a local animal welfare organization, I'm writing it. ऐसा नहीं होता, right? Keep in mind that you're writing it to the organization. You're not talking to a particular person. Okay? You're talking to the whole organization in general. Okay. Obviously you're writing it to somewhere, someone the head of the organization, the welfare organization का जो head होगा उसी को लिखोगे of course, लेकिन you're not going to be mentioning it in the question, but keep in mind. Now you've understood from the question that the community you are living in, they are keeping pets at home. All right. So what exactly do you want to write to the local animal welfare organization? It's written here in the next bullet point. Evaluate the ideas and opinions about the advantages and disadvantages of keeping pets. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि the text, both the texts are about advantages and disadvantages. All right. Now, Rutaba, can you please tell me uh, advantages कौन से text में होंगे? Text A में या text B में?
एडवांटेजेस दोनों टेक्स्ट में है.
दोनों text में हो सकते हैं. Okay, very nice, Rutaba. Please, whenever you are looking for advantages या कोई भी evaluation number one, whenever you're looking for evaluation, please go through both the texts for it. Never just like, how would I say, assume, okay? Never assume that advantages would be in text A and disadvantages would be in text B. Your content is going to be making such trouble for you और तुम्हारे content में marks कट जाएंगे if you are If you thought like text A advantages and you've taken out advantages from text A and you've left all the advantages in text B. अगर है तो it depends. It depends. Examiner आपको किस तरह टेस्ट करे. Maybe possible text A में advantages and text B में disadvantages हो. Maybe possible advantages are in both the texts and disadvantages are in both the texts. So you need to be very careful about it. Okay. So advantages and disadvantages of keeping pets is what you need to evaluate. You figure it out. Introduction paragraph, you're going to write from these two lines. Advantages, second paragraph. Disadvantages, third paragraph. From both the texts. Then fourth paragraph is about giving your own views, opinion, if you remember. I'm sorry. If you remember, opinion paragraph, fourth paragraph. Acha, based on what you have observed. Ab they are leaving it on you. Okay? So please remember that you need to create an opinion. Opinion cannot be biased. Opinion cannot be balanced here. Okay? Because it's an argumentative writing style. So your opinion must be what you have observed. Okay? And it has to be your choice. Choice ka matlab, either you think keeping pets is an advantage or you think that keeping pets is a disadvantage. You need to take one side. Okay? Now, you will ask me, sir, what is feasible? Like advantages की तरफ जाना या disadvantages की तरफ जाना? Please remember, examiner जो आपका examiner है, he or she won't actually judge you for this. Okay? If you think keeping pets is a disadvantage, go for it. If you think keeping pet is an advantage, go for it. Okay, in your opinion, they are not going to judge your perception about it. They are only going to judge the content you are going to write and the language you are going to write. Please be specific about it. Okay, so if you are going to mention keeping pets is a disadvantage, go for it, but prove it. Okay, content क्या है आपका? If you think it's a disadvantage, prove it well with evidences. Okay, so with these evidences, you can write your own words as well. Like, you write your own content as well, or you can find the content from the text. It depends upon you. But please remember not to repeat. अगर ऊपर disadvantage लिखा है, तो not to repeat the opinion paragraph which you have found. Disadvantage. Okay, so it's your choice. Do you understand? Both of you? Great. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, and then conclusion paragraph. All right. Now, we are not going to be looking at the introduction paragraph right now and the conclusion paragraph right now and the opinion paragraph. We are first going to decide, read the text carefully, thoroughly, and figure out what the advantages and disadvantages are. So now I am asking you to read the text again thoroughly for 15 minutes. Okay. And from both the texts, you are going to find out the देखो मैंने दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ advantages from both the texts, disadvantages from both the texts if there are. Please remember, if just for an example, if one of the advantages written here, example, okay, one of the advantages written here and the same advantage is written here as well, don't repeat. Okay, take from both these points, mention it as one. Okay, so advantages be repeat कोई भी point नहीं. But look for the advantages in both the texts and look for the disadvantages in both the texts. Your time, अच्छा 15 minutes है आपके पास, 10 minutes का भी break होगा. Utilize this as for finding both the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so 2 minutes है class over होने में, 10 minutes आपके पास break होगा. Utilize this time, and then when you are going to come back after 12-13 minutes, I'm going to be asking you for the advantages and disadvantages to be shared. Okay, come on, start. Do you have any questions, girls? Okay, I assume that you've understood. Thank you. All right, start. You've got 15 minutes. All right, Rutaba, have you taken out the advantages and disadvantages?
Yes.
All right, I want you to go to page number 13. Yes, please go to page number 13. What I want you to do, I want you to match your advantages and disadvantages of from the advantages and disadvantages mentioned here. I want you to just pick the advantages you have picked out, okay, when you compare it from the list I've given you. All right? And leave the advantages that you did not find and pick. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Great. Nur Fatma, do you understand? Great. Giving you 2, 3 minutes, please do it quickly. Please let me know when you're done.
Done, sir.
Okay, great. Nur Fatma, are you done with her?
Sir, I'm about to be.
Okay, no problem.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. Now I want you, okay, the ones you've already found, the advantages that you've written and the advantages are there in the list as well. Great work. Kudos to you. What I want you to do, I want you to look for, okay, Rutaba, how many advantages have you found out of six?
I found 7 advantages and 7 disadvantages. One advantage was missing in which you wrote.
Okay, that's perfect. Nur Fatma, how many advantages and disadvantages have you found?
I found 4 advantages and 5 disadvantages.
Okay, perfect. No issues. See, if you have managed to find five advantages out of six, you're good to go. Maximum content found. If you have found five disadvantages out of seven, you're good to go. Perfect one. Okay. Please remember at least five to hone ही चाहिए. Okay. Okay. Now the work I want you to do is I want you to analyze the point that you did not find or did not haven't managed to find. Okay. This is what you need to work on. Look at the points from the list and try to find out from the passage and figure it out and analyze why, and what did you miss. You understand what we need to do?
Sir, can you repeat?
Sure. I want you to go to the passages again, okay, texts again, and find out the advantages and disadvantages you haven't managed to find, okay, and analyze it. That why did you miss them? What was the reason? Why didn't you read it properly? Okay, this is where you need to work upon. You need to analyze your mind. You understand it now?
Yes. सर
Great.
व्हाट इज सारी ढूंढ लिए हो तो
I'm sorry.
सर अगर सारी ढूंढ लिए तो क्या करूं
Then clap for yourself.
ऑलराइट
Okay, Noor Fatma. Oh, that's great, Rutava. Actually, clap. That's very good. See, self appreciation is very necessary. Noor Fatma, I'm giving you 2 minutes, okay? देख लो कि कौन से points है you were not able to find. By the meantime, Azan do. All right. अब तक जितना भी पढ़ा, have you understood what to do?
यस सर
That's great. Rutaba?
यस सर
Okay, that's great. Now, can you please go to page number 195 of your booklet? Before writing a formal letter, I want you to introduce something that you need to work at home. Once you're done, please give me a thumbs up so I'll move on. Have you taken it out?
नो सर इट्स टेकिंग टाइम स्क्रॉल करने में
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Sir, it's page number 195.
Yes, 195. It is similar to the page similar to the page that I've displayed.
It's not there.
The page numbers are written at the bottom of the page. It says vocabulary list.
Yes, मिल गया.
Okay. नूर आपने निकाल लिया बेटा?
जी सर.
All right. Now, just have a look at it. Okay. You need to work on these lists at home. The very first thing is vocabulary list and practice. You have a list of vocabulary. Okay. Go through them at home. Okay. Whenever you have time. Please learn some new words. There are meanings written here. Okay, part of speech is also written here, and the sentences are written here. You need to improve your vocabulary. Okay, I can do it only with the passages, but I cannot go through all the words by myself in the class. This is your duty now. If you want to get A star, you need to work hard. Okay, so go through these vocabulary words. Try to use them as much as possible. Okay, once you are done with the reading of these vocabulary words, okay, you can practice at home as well. Okay, you will see in the screen. I'm scrolling down. आप भी अपना scroll down कर सकते हो और you can see on the screen as well. So you can practice vocabulary. Once you are done with the going through of the vocabulary list, आप उसको देख सकते हो कि where you are standing. Okay, there are some vocabulary practice questions. All right. Then use of connectives. List of connectives is there. Okay, transitional words or connected list एक ही बात है. Go through it. अच्छा देखो, the very first, if you can see the very first one, it says furthermore. The meaning is written there. Alternates are also written there. Instead of furthermore, what you can use is moreover, in addition to, also. Okay, so if you've used furthermore once, don't repeat it again. Use If you want to use furthermore again, use moreover. If you want to use furthermore and moreover again, like don't want to repeat, in addition. Okay, so there are alternates here. Sentences are also written here, so you can go through it. Okay, that's your job actually, to go through it at home and revise them every time, because every time you are writing a composition, you must use them. Okay, and then the exercises are also given here, and marking scheme is also given to you. You can always check. And then the expressions and punctuation. You need to go through all the expression lists. Remember in the very first class, okay, I actually emphasized upon improving your vocabulary and expressions. Instead of the word happy, you can use all these words. Okay, this is advanced expressions and vocabulary list. I'll show it to you. Instead of word happy, you can use I was on cloud nine, shows happiness. I was over the moon. I was walking on the air. I was on seventh or in seventh heaven. I was smiling from ear to ear. So these all expressions actually show that you are happy. So instead of using simple vocabulary happy, what you can do is you can use advanced vocabulary. All right. So you need to go through them. याद तो नहीं कर सकते आप. Okay? You cannot actually learn them. So what I should like advise you is whenever you are writing a composition, go through these lists. Okay, but when we are writing a sentence, I was very happy because my father came back. तो आप कोशिश करो कि happy. Okay, open the list and see what different words you can use. जब आप use करोगे तो it will be there in your mind when you're giving the examination. आपको खुद ब खुद दिमाग में. Okay, so that's your job. लिस्ट तो मैंने प्रोवाइड कर दी है, आपको बैठ के ये स्टडी करना है. Okay. All right. Next, we have the list of punctuation. Again, आप इसको थोड़ा सा रीड करो, जो मैं थोड़ा सा इसकी तो मैं क्लास भी लूंगा, ओके, प्रॉपर क्लास होगी आपकी। तो लेकिन आप इसको गो थ्रू करो, ठीक है, घर पे बैठ के उसको गो थ्रू करो। देयर आर एग्जांपल्स रिटन हियर, okay, there is meaning written here, but actually the usage written here, all right, so go through it. All right, then next we have figurative language. Go through the figurative language list. अब ये मैं तुम्हें देखो, ये चीजें ना, मैं ऑब्वियसली मैं figurative language की क्लास लूंगा, लेकिन इतना डिटेल गो थ्रू नहीं करूंगा उसको. So you need to go through it at home. List of figurative languages there: simile, personification, metaphor, onomatopoeia, definitions are there, examples are there. आपको रिवाइज हो जाएगा क्योंकि आपने ये you've been to and fro, you've been studying them in your schools as well. तो रिवाइज करने की थोड़ी सी वो है, ठीक है. And then figurative language का practice is there. Alright. Now complex and compound sentences. इसकी एक प्रॉपर क्लास होगी, तो आप इसको छोड़ दोगे, एक प्रॉपर इसका क्लास होगी. Now I want you to come to page number 247. It says specimen answers. Please give me a thumbs up when you've opened it. Guys, please give me a thumbs up if you've opened it.
Sir, can you repeat the page number? Is it 47?
It's page number 247. Yes.
Okay.
नूर, आपने खोल लिया बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I asked you to give me a thumbs up. जब खोल लिया तो. All right. So now what I want you to do, this is actually the specimen answer of the formal letter practice question that you have just done about eating pets at home. All right. Now I want you to go through the whole letter. First, emphasize upon the word count. It says 389 words. I've actually purposefully written more than 350 words. Word limit is 250 to 350, जो कि question will mention है और हमेशा होती है. I have purposefully extended the word limit. Please remember, you cannot go under 250. Your marks will be deducted. But according to the examiner report and the training you have taken from the examiner, students are allowed to go over 50 words than the word limit, the extended word limit. And if 350 है तो 400 तक आप जा सकते हैं. That's not a big issue because कभी-कभी students are unable to complete the criteria of taking the maximum points in consideration while writing a paragraph, so they can go over word limit as well. So don't go over 400, then they might deduct your marks. Might. It will be might. Okay? The examiner will see if it was necessary to go over or not. अगर वो necessary उसको लगेगा कि आप सही है, necessary आपने बहुत ज्यादा you've used sentences which were unnecessary written, तो फिर तो over the limit जाने का ये आपका ही fault है. लेकिन if they think that ये continuation में जा रहा है, flow में जा रही है writing, so they might allow you. Okay. So इसीलिए मैंने purposefully लिखा है ताकि don't worry about going over the word limit. आप जा सकते हो लेकिन बहुत ज्यादा नहीं. Okay. I want you to go through this particular letter that I've written. What do you need to analyze? Please write down. मैं क्या चीज analyze कर रहा हूँ. Number one, you need to analyze the introduction paragraph that I've written by using the question. I told you. Question में जो जो चीजें हमने underline की थी वो सारी इधर mention. Okay. Then number two, you need to read the second paragraph. This is about advantages of keeping pets at home, in which you need to figure out three things. Number one, how I have started the paragraph. Okay. Then, how I have used connectives here. ठीक है. देखो मैं वो कर रहा हूँ, highlight कर रहा हूँ. Then ये भी तो एक similarly भी है. तो आप उसको अंडरलाइन कर लो अपने पास कनेक्टिव्स को. स्टार्टिंग फ्रेज भी अंडरलाइन करो. फ्रेज भी हो सकता है और कनेक्टिव भी हो सकता है. स्टार्टिंग फ्रेज. ठीक है. तो स्टार्टिंग फ्रेज कैसा है एंड देन कनेक्टिव्स का यूज कैसा है. ओके. एंड देन आई एम यूजिंग नाइस vocabulary words like encouraging and grooming and empathy and brighten. I'm using some vocabulary words that actually suits the sentence and they are thoda sa mediocre and advanced. Okay. I'm not using simple words. I'm using some good acha words. So ये तीन चीजें आपने देखनी है. Starting phrase, connectives and vocabulary. And then मैंने इस पूरे paragraph में I have actually included all the 6 advantages that I've mentioned in the list, and you have already taken. अब मैं ये भी देख लो कि किस तरीके से सर ने एक सारे के सारे एडवांटेजेस को एक पैराग्राफ में लिखा है. एंड द स्पेशल थिंग इज दैट व्हेन यू रीड फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग टू द वेरी एंड, बिगिनिंग से लेकर डेली लाइफ तक, इट्स इन वन फ्लो. Okay, I'm not just mentioning the advantages in the paragraph. I am making it in a flow. A flow of writing is there. Understood? So advantages को सिर्फ mention नहीं करना. Remember, advantages को सिर्फ mention नहीं करना कि भाई ये advantages है, that's all. इस तरह कनेक्टिविटी करके लिखो कि एक पूरे फ्लो में राइटिंग, या आप उसको रीड करो और एनालाइज करो. ठीक है. अब यू आर स्मार्ट एंड grown enough to analyze this. Then again, disadvantages का paragraph number 3. How I am using all the disadvantages in one flow. How I am starting it. How I am using some good vocabulary words. Okay. How I am using connectives. Okay. Overall, and moreover. Okay. I hope you've understood it. Then, opinion paragraph. As I've explained it very thoroughly how to write an opinion paragraph, read it carefully and see how I am creating my own opinion by not repeating the advantages and disadvantages I've mentioned above, and how I have taken one side of it, and how I'm starting it based on what I've seen from the people's point of view. I believe that while pets demand patience and effort, the love they give in return is unmatched. So I am taking one side, and that is people should have pets at home. Okay. And what I'm doing is अगर मुझे इसके ऊपर नेगेटिव भी आ रहा है ना, डिस्पाइट द लेस और इनकन्वीनियंस दे स्पार्क moments of joy. So I am contrastingly writing sentences. Okay, but I am taking one side. अगर आप इस सेंटेंस को पढ़ो तो मैं नेगेटिविटी नहीं बता रहा हूँ, लेकिन पॉजिटिव पे इम्पैक्ट डाल रहा हूँ. ठीक है, so read it carefully, analyze it, and then last में how I am starting the conclusion paragraph to conclude, and then how I am concluding it. Okay, by using connectors. And then yours sincerely at the end. Please remember that start के लिए dear sir slash madam लिखा हुआ है, तो मतलब it's your choice. अगर question में it mentions that you are writing it to the principal and he's a male, he is uh, a male faculty, right? So you are going to write dear sir. If she's female, then you are going to write dear madam. And if it's not mentioned in the question, you can write either one, dear sir or madam, जो भी आप लिखना चाहें. But don't say dear sir slash madam. ये मैंने समझाने के लिए. Okay? And this is how it goes on. ठीक है, आखिर में आप अपना नाम लिखो या सिग्नेचर करो. That's completely your choice. Yours sincerely. आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. Yours faithfully, yours truly, yours sincerely. Okay, keep it only one. इसके कोई marks नहीं होते, but it's just an formatting thing. Okay. सो आप इसको अच्छी तरीके से रीड करो, ऑलराइट, और इसको एनालाइज करो, एंड देन वंस यू आर डन विद इट, आई वांट यू टू स्पेंड approximate 35 minutes of your remaining time to write one letter. Same practice one time. इसी को देखते हुए अपना खुद से लिखोगे. Do you get it, both of you? Yes, Sutaba, do you understand, bete? Great. If you have any questions, please ask me. Otherwise, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be muting myself, and मैं एक छोटे से काम के लिए जा रहा हूँ. क्लास अभी 5-6 मिनट बाद ओवर हो जाएगी, ऑलराइट, एंड देन 10 मिनट्स के बाद हम दोबारा ज्वाइन करेंगे. ओके, एंड देन विल चेक कि आप लोग कितना कर रहे हो काम. जब फिर मैं क्लास के बाद नहीं, मैं थोड़ा 20-25 मिनट्स में वापस आऊंगा. ठीक है, तो मैं जब आ जाऊंगा वापस तो मैं आप लोग को मैसेज करूंगा. यू कैन ज्वाइन बैक अगेन. ठीक है गर्ल्स, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है. मैं अभी क्लास एंड कर दूंगा. ठीक है, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू सेंड यू अ मैसेज, एंड देन आप थोड़ी देर के लिए आ जाना, 5 मिनट के लिए. आई एम गोइंग टू बी चेकिंग कि आप कितना काम किया और कितना आपने नहीं किया. ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद 5 मिनट में हम दोबारा क्लास बंद कर देंगे. मैसेज चेक करने के लिए दोबारा फोन. ऑलराइट, और जो है ना, तब तक आप अपना टाइम यूटिलाइज करो. स्पेंड 30-35 मिनट्स इस स्पेसिमेन को देखते हुए. राइट अ नाइस फॉर्मल लेटर, बिकॉज जब आप लिख लोगे तो मैं आपसे स्कैन करके मंगवाऊंगा. ठीक है, चेक करेंगे. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक मैं चेक नहीं करूंगा. जब काम पूरा हो जाएगा तो यू आर गोइंग टू स्कैन इट and then send it to me on my WhatsApp. I'll check it and I'll review it and then I'll give you a feedback. अभी तक के लिए थोड़ी देर के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज. के बाद जब मैं रिटर्न I'll send you a message. अल्लाह हाफिज.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz.